So today I'm talking about something a lot of people don't think about when they're doing a through hike or a long hike of any extended length, and that's bathing. So every once in a while you got to get the stink off of you, and you don't run into a shower all the time. Yeah, I just did the North Country Trail, 220 miles, and about halfway through, maybe at the 100-mile mark, and it had been hot. I probably smell me coming from a mile away. And I cut through Tequamanon Falls State Park, and I needed water, and I found a restroom. And as I turned around, there was a whole bank of showers. So, I carry Bonner soap again in my poles. I just have a test tube full of it. And so I went in. I didn't bother taking my clothes off. Everything today is quick drying. You got quick drying pants or shorts. Your shoes aren't, a half a cow's worth of leather anymore. They're just light materials that dry quickly. Whether you're crossing a stream, leave your boots on. You're not going to get trench foot, and 5 miles are going to be dry. This polyester top of Mont Bell that I wear all the time now, I wear it in the desert. I mean, it looks like a hot hoodie. When people pass me, they're probably thinking, what's that guy thinking? But this thing breathes so easy that it's very comfortable, even when it's hot in the desert. And it's got this kangaroo pocket here that I use. A lot of people carry a fanny pack in the front for gear and things, and I just store it in here. I am going to put some Velcro on these pockets. If they just put some zippers or closures on these pockets, it'd be a lot more secure. But I use this all the time for gear that I want to get at quickly. But anyway, it's quick drying. So like at Tequamanon, I just went in there, got my Bonner soap out, bathed, nice hot half-hour shower in my clothes, because my clothes need to be cleaned as much as my body. So I just do them both at the same time. And again, you're a through hiker. The word hiker trash probably has some significance in different situations. When I came out of that shower, it was Sunday morning. Everybody's packing up their RVs to go home. And I heard one kid say to his dad as I passed, "Daddy, that man's dripping." But a half hour up the trail, I'm completely dry. And I smell a whole lot better. Not always just to get clean. Sometimes you just need to bring your core temperature down. And that happened to me a couple times the first time I did the Arizona Trail. I got up to Roosevelt Lake. It was spring. Very hot, and water was a problem in that section for me. I ran out of water the day before, kind of late in the day, and came into town pretty dehydrated. Went to a little marina convenience store and sat around for a couple hours eating and hydrating up, and I just wasn't feeling well. And I met two other hikers there. One of them was about my age, and he and I left together. And again, I just wasn't feeling up to par. We're crossing the bridge that goes across the dam, and a cop pulls up next to us and said, it's 97 degrees already, and it's not the smartest day to be backpacking. And this guy that I've known for 10 minutes says to the cop, "Well, we're not the two smartest guys you're ever going to meet." And so, anyway, crossed the dam. The trail then starts up about 20 miles, just up, up, up. And again, I just not feeling up to par. And I look down. The only shade I can see in all of Arizona is under that bridge. And it's tough to get down there. It's just cactus and rock. And I told the guy, I said, "You know what? I've got to go down and rest a while." And so I went down, made it down into that shade, set my ground cloth out, laid on it, still was feeling pretty nasty. And so then I went down even further and got to the lake, and I just jumped in, clothes and all, and just floated around for a half hour. There were a couple of fishermen just offshore that probably thought this guy is a nutcase. But I started feeling a whole lot better. Came up, laid back down in that shade and fell asleep and didn't wake up till 3 in the afternoon. And then I started up the trail, and I didn't get a mile before I ran into that other guy who was under a ledge trying to get some shade, and he wasn't doing well and was going back. He was going back to town. Never saw him again. I don't know if he finished the trail or not. But that happened to me again when I got up further north, up on the, just the day before I got up on the Mogollon Rim, which is where you'll go from really hot Arizona to snow in many times of the year. And but I was in the, I think it was called the Verde River. I came to the Verde River and I was feeling that same, just like my whole insides were a furnace roaring and I couldn't shut it off. And I just laid in that river and let it run over me for a half hour, and I was like brand new again. So there is some temperature control in jumping in the water, and you get a bath at the same time. So anyway, so many times on the PCT, I'd come to a lake and people would be taking their boots off and, you know, getting half naked and getting in the water and then coming back, you know, to shore and putting those clothes on, which is like putting garbage back on. It takes a whole lot less time just to walk in, float around for a while, try and clean up a bit. You cool down, your clothes are a little cleaner, your body's a little cleaner, you smell a little better, you move on. And so, you know, whatever floats your boat, I'm just saying, you don't think about the fact that you're going to do some kind of weird things on a thru hike, and one of them might be bathing in your clothing. Here's a little how-to in case you're interested. I'll speed it up a little. This is how you wash your clothes in the backcountry without even taking them off. So this is just an example of some of the off-the-wall things I cover in Packtoter's Thru Hiking Journal as I'm editing it. Again, it's free on Amazon 1st and 15th of every month, January through October. That's the 20 days that Amazon allows me to give it away, so check it out. Keep smiling.